available in a heavy duty, also known as 227 kilo, a medium duty, also known as 125 kilo, and a light duty, also known as our 60 kilo. They vary in lengths. The heavy duty are available in 356mm to 1524mm. Medium duty combined sizes from 356mm to 1016mm. And the light duty are available in a 350mm to 800mm. They get their name locking because of the orange trigger at the front. This means when the slides are closed, the runners will not operate. To unlock these, you simply press down on the lever. This will allow you to pull the runners out to full extension where they lock out. This is very handy when you're parked on uneven ground and are also great for fridge slides and barbecues. When you're finished with the slides you want to close them, press back down on the lever. This will allow you to slam the drawer shut. All of these runners are designed with full extension. This means the closed length is also how far they extend. For example, if I had a metre long drawer slide, that would be 1016mm from the nose to the tail. And from that point, you would slide out 1016mm from here to here. It's always important to note that the 25mm lever has to be allowed for when you're measuring up your space. When it comes to disconnecting the slides, the heavy duty runners aren't disconnectable. They simply carry far too much weight and they're simply too dangerous to allow loads like that to disconnect. The medium and light duty, however, will disconnect. To disconnect these slides, you simply operate them as usual, take it out to full extension. From here, you notice there's a hook at the back. By pressing on this trigger again, you can take it beyond full extension and disconnect the runners. This is particularly handy in the light duties because they commonly go into smaller spaces and it's difficult to crawl in, which you may be able to do with heavy duty slides. This way these runners are ideal. To reinsert them, simply slide the cage back to the front and marry up track 1 with this ball cage. You'll hear it click. This means it's connected again and allows you to lock the runners and unlock them as before. All runners must be mounted vertically. To lay them flat simply won't carry any weight. It's unsure how much weight they'll carry because there's no load rating for it because you're simply operating them in a manner that they weren't designed for. This means you must always operate them sideways. Another key feature is all our slides have a gravity belt. To mount them flat would simply mean that this belt would not operate, which means the lock would not engage. Our drawer slides will not lock in sections. You will get a positive lock at 0% and a positive lock at 100%. If you find the weight rating is not high enough from one pair, you can double up the runners. This means installing one runner above the other. This does not mean though that you will get 227 kilo from your first pair and then 227 kilo from your second pair. It is commonly accepted that you'll get approximately 75% from the second pair. However, if one pair isn't strong enough, we always advise that you would then split your drawer system up into a few drawers instead of one large drawer. One of the most common questions with these runners is why don't you split the pairs? Quite often people say, if my hands are full, I can't activate the levers. By only having one arm locking, this means a full extension. Your drawer system is relying on one gravity belt to keep the drawer square. This means if the non-locking side was to say get bumped by your hip, that drawer would try and retract. It may only be 5mm. That 5mm twist extended across the length of the drawer system may cause this gravity belt to bend. Once you have a bend in this belt, track 1 may collide with it, and over time that can lead to failure in the runners.